This is the man that attempted to kill our president right here. Now, does this man look familiar to any of you out there? Does this man look familiar to you, Craig?
No.
I think we've all seen this man before. We know who this man is. Anyone with a brain knows who this man is.
I loved his last special.
You're going to tell me that that isn't Trevor Noah? These woke comedians are getting together and trying to kill our president because they're not getting stage time. Their viewership is going down. No one's watching these late night shows anymore. So this is what they have to resort to. Attempted assassination of our president. Jimmy Kimmel's in on it. Trevor Noah is in on it. When's the last time you saw Trevor Noah? This is him now. No comedian at the Correspondents' Dinner. So what does Jimmy Kimmel do? He stages his own White House Correspondents' Dinner. He can't stand it that he wasn't invited.
Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
So he's telling jokes about killing the president. He's angry that he's not getting stage time. I think this whole thing was orchestrated by Jimmy Kimmel and his woke friends. And I'll show you proof of this. You don't believe me, but I'm gonna prove this to you. Video shows the moment Secret Service officer fired at the Correspondents' Dinner.
President Trump just posted what appears to be the first surveillance video of the shooting incident at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. In the video, you can see a man sprint through the security screening area. Multiple agents draw their weapons in the direction the man just took off, and then a flood of agents head in that direction. The president also posted these pictures he says are of the suspect in custody on the ground. He's being described as a 31-year-old man. The president says that this suspect is from California, lives in an apartment, and that the president says is believed to be a lone wolf shooter. Officials say one Secret Service agent was shot at close range but is in good spirits and has spoken with the president. The suspect is being treated at a hospital for his injuries. The president says that we will learn very soon more about his motives.
You know what I heard there, Keene?
What did you hear, Craig?
There's an apartment in California that is now back on the market.
There's an apartment back on the market. That's if you believe that he just lives in an apartment. You know where he really lives, Craig?
Where does he live?
A mansion in Bel Air.
Oh,
you know,
my.
You want to know why? Because it's Trevor goddamn Noah. A man who lives in California. Yeah, Trevor Noah, the man who attempted to kill our president.
Wow.
These woke comedians are out of control. And then, oh, the Secret Service guy magically survives the shooting. Oh, so the Secret Service man gets shot. Here he is. You can see the Secret Service man here. He gets shot by the shooter over here, and he magically survives. This guy here, this guy survives? Gee, I wonder why. Could it be?
I never liked that Jost.
Could it be that that's Colin Jost? I'm just saying they look very similar. And you don't think Colin Jost is gunning for Trump? All of these woke comedians are after Trump. And they organized this whole thing. I've shown you 3 people here that are clearly involved. We have Jimmy Kimmel, we have Trevor Noah, we have Colin Jost. They're all working together to take down our great president. And it's disgusting. And I know some of you are saying, oh, Chris, he's such a conspiracy, that conspiracy nut, Chris Keene. Has there ever been clearer proof? That is clearly this man. You'd have to be crazy to think otherwise. Now here's another video of the shooting here. Now, you heard that music playing as the shots were going
It was great.
off?
They nailed it.
Tell me that wasn't the Saturday Night Live band. The Saturday Night Live band is in on this assassination attempt. They're playing music while Colin Jost and Trevor Noah and Jimmy Kimmel are trying to assassinate the president. We have the SNL band playing music They're the soundtrack to the death of our president. And people act like this is okay. People act like this is okay. They don't want to acknowledge that these woke comedians are after the president. And now here's another video. Let's get into this. Here we have J.D. Vance getting escorted out during the shooting. Now, as you saw there, J.D. Vance was escorted out before Donald Trump. Yeah. So the vice president is saved before the president of the United States? Why is that, Craig? Why are we saving the vice president, protecting him, but we're leaving the president just sitting there able to get shot? Why do you think that is, Craig?
I believe it's because J.D. Vance has a 10-minute set at the Comedy Cellar right after.
Oh, he sure does, Craig. J.D. Vance does have a 10-minute set at the Comedy Cellar after. You want to know why?
Why?
We all know Jim Carrey's looking a little different these days. Remember that? Well, guess who he is now? That was Jim Carrey. That wasn't That was Jim Carrey.
My God.
He's in on this too. You've seen his paintings, all his I Hate Trump paintings. Now he's dressing up, getting Botox and putting on a Mission Impossible face mask, and he's dressing up like J.D. Vance, and he's part of this assassination. All these comedians, they're all complicit.
And he's running out of there like Sonic the Hedgehog 4, coming out in May.
Go to your local AMC theater, catch Sonic the Hedgehog 4. This show is sponsored, I should say, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is a sponsor of the show. Jim's going to be in it. It's going to be great. Honestly, it's a hilarious movie. It's great. It's a great film.
Yeah, it's for the whole family.
It's great. They assassinate the president at the end of the movie. It is real footage. It's fun. It's a good time. But here we have another woke comedian after our president. I know people are looking at this, they're going, Chris, you're crazy. I'm not crazy. This is real. You know, I'm one of the few truth tellers here in news and on the internet. People don't want to acknowledge that. They don't want to acknowledge what's real. Now here's another interesting thing. So far, Craig, we have Jimmy Kimmel, we have Trevor Noah, we have Colin Jost, we have Jim Carrey, all of these comedians involved in this conspiracy to take out our president. And here we have another one. Now this man, as the shooting was occurring, this man is sitting here eating a salad like nothing's going on. What the hell's that all about? Let's watch this video. We got shots going off. The president has been escorted out. Everyone's scared for their lives. And this man is just sitting here eating a salad like nothing's going on.
It looked good.
Sure. I'm sure it was a great salad. It was probably Mediterranean chicken?
It looked like a Cobb.
Cobb salad. Man's eating a Cobb salad like nothing's going on. Now, why? Why would this man just be sitting here eating a salad while everyone else is scared for their lives? Isn't that a little strange that this man isn't worried about anything? Well, have you ever thought that maybe that's Lorne Michaels? Lorne Michaels was at the dinner. He's in on this.
Oh, my God. Lauren.
Lorne Michaels is trying to assassinate the president. It's Lorne, it's Jim Carrey, it's Colin Jost, it's Jimmy Kimmel, and they all put Trevor. You know, it's a little messed up they put the black guy up to doing the actual shooting. That's a little racist. What, you couldn't do it yourself? Jimmy Kimmel, you can't do it yourself? You got to put Trevor Noah up to it? I thought we were about, or maybe it's a DEI hire. Maybe they're trying to have a black shooter for once. Yet, you know what? I take it back. That was nice of them.
That was nice.
That's very woke of them. They put the black guy up to doing the shooting. And when I say it like that, it does sound bad, though.
Michael Che passed.
Michael Che, no, he might be involved. We don't know yet. That remains to be seen. But I've shown you clear evidence here that there are at least 5 woke comedians gunning for our president, involved in this conspiracy at this event, and you're going to try to tell me that I'm wrong? Meanwhile, they're joking about it. This is all a joke to these people. All these woke comedians, they're trying to kill our president. They're trying to take over our government, and they're joking about it. Jimmy Kimmel did a 10-minute monologue on this. Let's check that out, Craig. Let's listen to this.
As you know, they had to cancel the White House Correspondents' Dinner in Washington on Saturday night after a man with multiple guns and knives crashed the party. And
yeah, they had to cancel the dinner after a man named Trevor Noah crashed the party. They had to cancel the dinner because you arranged an assassination attempt because you're missing out on stage time, because your ratings are going down. You and your little woke comedian friends, that's why they had to cancel the dinner. You guys are gunning for the president.
With multiple guns and knives, crashed the party and may have shot a Secret Service officer. Fortunately, the guy was wearing a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, okay. He may have shot a Secret Service. Fortunately, the guy was wearing a bulletproof vest. Yeah, Colin Jost was wearing a bulletproof vest. That was Colin Jost. We're on to you, Jimmy Kimmel. We're on to you, comedians. We know what you're doing. Yeah, fortunately, he was wearing the vest. Yeah, because you set it up that way.
And a call to fire me from our First Lady, Melania Trump, saying I should be fired because of a joke I made, again, 5 nights ago. It was a pretend roast. I said, our First Lady Melania is here. Look at her, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow, which obviously was a joke about their age difference and the look of joy we see on her face every time they're together. It was a very light roast joke about the fact that he's almost 80 and she's younger than I am. It was not, by any stretch of the definition, a call to assassination, and they know that. I've been very vocal for many years speaking out against gun violence in particular, but I understand that the First Lady had a stressful experience over the weekend.
This act that he does, where he's pretending, oh, no, it wasn't me. It's just an age difference. I didn't set up an assassination attempt with Jim Carrey and Lorne Michaels and Trevor Noah. I didn't send the black guy to kill the president. It wasn't me. I'm just a comedian. Craig. I mean, it's disgusting. This whole act is disgusting. Is anyone buying this? Is anyone buying this?
There was a time not so long ago, back in 2010, when, believe it or not, we sent our man Yahya to a Samsung promotional event in New York where we learned that Donald Trump was a very big fan of mine.
Hi, Mr. Trump. How are you, sir? What are you doing here?
Well, I'm here to support Samsung and their 3D plasma television.
Do you want to...
But I'm also here to support Jimmy. Because I love Jimmy.
Okay, you want to come here? Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Yeah. Nice to meet you. You want to be in my show?
Well, you know what? I happen to love Jimmy. Let's do it.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, no. Sadly, his love for me went the way of the Samsung 3D plasma television.
Oh, so look who used to love Donald Trump. Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel used to love Donald Trump. He had him on the show. They were friends. So as long as Trump loves Jimmy, Jimmy loves Trump, I guess. But as soon as he stopped loving Jimmy, organized assassination attempt. You see how sick these people are, these comedians? They just need your love. They need your attention. They need, oh, please like me. I'm a comedian. Laugh at my jokes. And if you don't, bam! That's what they do. They send Trevor Noah after you. They get Colin Jost out there, gunning for you with knives and guns. Bam, bam, bam. You better laugh at my joke. That's what these comedians do. These comedians are ruining our country. As soon as you stop laughing at them, they come for you. They're coming for you. So if you go to a comedy show...
For God's sakes, people laugh.
You go to a comedy show, you better laugh, all right? You just saw it. Jimmy Kimmel used to love Donald Trump when Trump loved Jimmy. When Trump was laughing at his little monologues, Jimmy, you're so funny. Then everything was fine. As soon as he stopped laughing, watch out.
He was asked about this manifesto his would-be attacker wrote.
He also wrote this: I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people, horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
But, do you think he was referring to you?
Excuse me.
You know, general rule of thumb, you know an interview isn't going great when you have to say, I'm not a rapist and I'm not a pedophile.
You should be ashamed of yourself reading that, because I'm not any of those things.
Now, Craig, did you notice how funny that note was?
Hilarious.
Did you notice how funny that note that the shooter wrote was?
Zing!
You want to know why that note was so funny, Craig?
Why?
It was written by a comedian.
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah is writing this note. And honestly, that's one of the funniest things that guy's ever written. Pedophile rapist? That's funnier than anything on The Daily Show his entire run.
It's not bad.
That was good stuff, Trevor. You know, I'll give you props for that. Pedophile rapist, that was good. Let's get a little more of that out of you, a little less assassinating the president, okay?
I also should point out, Donald Trump is allowed to say whatever he wants to say, as are you, and as am I, as are all of us, because under the First Amendment, we have, as Americans, a right to free speech. But with that said, I am sorry that you and the president and everyone in that room on Saturday went through that. I really am. Just because no one got killed doesn't mean it wasn't traumatic and scary.
Now we're all for free speech, Craig. We're all for free speech as long as Jimmy can do his little jokes. We're for free speech. Otherwise, we're coming for you. We're coming to kill you, Craig.
Laugh or die.
Laugh or die. Laugh or die. That is Jimmy Kimmel's motto. Laugh or die. We used to have, what was that site back in the, do you remember that site? It was
Pornhub.
No, it was
what?
what was it?
Funny or die?
Funny or Die.
Yeah.
We used to have Funny or Die. Remember that website? Funny or
Vaguely,
Die.
yes.
Now it's Laugh or Die. You better laugh or we're gunning for you. You're going to have Jimmy Kimmel, Lorne Michaels, Trevor Noah, Colin Jost, Jim Carrey. They're all coming for you. They're going to be at your dinner staging assassinations. They're going to bring knives and guns.
Wendy Liebman is coming for you.
Wendy Liebman, whoever the hell that is coming for you. They're all coming for you. So you better laugh, goddammit. You better be laughing right now or I'm coming for you. I'm coming to kill you. You hear me? You better fucking laugh.